Hallo meine Leute und willkommen zurück zu Genshin Impact. Ja, jetzt haben wir gewartet und es ist da. Das 1.1 Update. Moment. So. Ja. Der Trailer war gut und jetzt gehen wir rein und schauen, was jetzt kommt. Mach mich mal stumm, dass nicht jetzt schon was reinkommt. Oh, fängt schon an. Was? Steht? Ja, ich konnte es gerade nicht lesen. War zu schnell. Wow. Viele Dinger. Wir gehen erstmal dahin, weil da jetzt gerade was ist. Ah, erste Zuschauer. Moment. So, Dashboard ist an. Wer sehe ich Kommentar? Ja, das ist egal was. Ja, die täglichen Missionen. Aber wir gehen jetzt mal auf die Karte. Ja, ist noch Destiny Controller. So. Ist da jetzt was anderes? Ah, guck mal, Erkundungsfortschritt. Erkundungsfortschritt wurde jetzt eingeleitet. Guck mal da. Ich habe da alle Dinger und das ist Sternfall ist nicht mal ist nur die Hälfte. Krass. Also keine Ahnung. Option. Nachricht. Entschädigung für Routinewartung von Version 1.1. Liebe Reisende, vielen Dank. Einsammeln. Entschädigung für Probleme bei Version 1.1. Ja, das würde ich sagen. Ja. Ah, Figurenbuch. Neu. Da! Tataklia. Um Gottes Willen. Ja, Dialog. Jetzt kann man sehen, was für Charakter mir noch fehlen. Fiona. Warte, es waren zwei. Drei eigentlich. Er. Den Geo. Okay. So, schauen wir mal die Gebiete. Ja, ich hätte vielleicht sparen sollen. Hätte ich jetzt den holen können jetzt. Ah, guck mal. Oh, das ist sogar von der. Oh, da hätte ich noch Cake hier noch voll aufmachen können. Ach, Chichi ist 5 Sterne, wusste ich gar nicht. Himmelsflüge, Ketten diesseits. Oh. Aber diese, ja, rostiger Bogen habe ich. Der ist super, der wäre gut für den. Weil der ist ja nur ganz hart am Angriff. Handbuch. Ausrüstungsbuch, Produkte. Geografie. Noch unbekannt. Okay. Mal aber Aufträgen. Holy. Ritter vom Mondstadt. Ah, das ist gar nicht weit. Angelegenheit für den Rat allgemeiner Angelegenheiten. Warte, was ist denn das? Ah, ja. Angereichertes Herz. Ah! Also bessere Herzding. Der schwebende Palast. Alle haben drauf gewartet. Wo ist er? Da? Warte, ist er nicht diesen... Da, ja. Da gehen wir schon mal hin. So. Ah, warte, ich habe noch was vergessen, sehe ich gerade noch. Season Pass.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl. But she was deceived, and the memory of her noble origins faded. She now believed that she was the queen of the kingdom of darkness. But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
So, das war vorhin. Ach, man kann die immer wieder neu. Das ist derselbe Season Pass. Okay. Ja, angemeldet habe ich mich. Boah. Krass, und das ist so. Ist noch da? Was ist jetzt da alles Neues? Monokra K. Elis. Okay. Einsehen. Ah, okay. Schließe bitte zunächst vor. Ah, okay. Gerne. Capre Diemes.
Ta-da! Barbara's here.
Ich finde die nicht so geil, deswegen.
Ta-da!
Probelauf. Ungekrönte Königin der Meere. Verdeckter Mond. Ja, die habe ich schon angeschaut. Die machen wir später, aber erstmal mit der Mission. Weil ich schon... Ah, guck mal, das war vorhin nicht da. War die schon über uns oder wo sind die? Ah, guck mal, da ist sie. Einfach hier. Lol. Ja, warte, mir ist jetzt gerade Ding, um Barbara zu machen, weil ich vergesse es. Ja, guck. Und hallo für den nächsten Zuschauer. Warte, ich muss zu der Stelle. Fuck, ich hochgeklettert. Eigentlich gut, dass es jetzt gerade regnet, ist meine Angriff stärker. Blitz. Aber ein Nachteil ist, ich bin dann stärker. Ah, guck mal, jetzt macht er den Effekt. Das ist jetzt weiter. Oh, das ist ja Deswegen finde ich gut, dass es regnet, wenn ich mit Kekri spiele. Falsch? Wo ist das? Ah, eine Truhe. Ja, jetzt muss ich lang geklettern. Also komm. Ah, okay, das war doch nicht so weit, wie ich gedacht habe.
Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber! This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby. Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes, this must be the way.
Oh. Ich war noch an. Ich habe gedacht, ich habe ausgemacht. Was meinst du mit es geht? War das mit den holen?
It's nothing. You are my
To the chase.
So, jetzt nochmal. Alter, wenn Kekwi einfach hier im Krieg kämpft, ist einfach so overpowered. Ach, das ist das da, ich wollte gerade sagen. Boah, so kurz. Gott. Oh, oh. Krieg noch. Boah, gerade so eben.
Huh? It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets it! If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right? Alright, let's follow your plan. Then we can... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has a new idea. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think about the safety measures. Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
Vielleicht mal die hübsche Truhe. Wenn da was droppen würde. Au. Okay. Jetzt einfach so die ganzen Sachen gespuckt. Wie hat sie das gesehen? Der Berg war doch da am Weg. Mal kurz was holen für die Seele. Ah, da. Ui. geh erstmal dahin.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millelith ambush here to arrest us. Now Paimon's mad! You, over there! This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless!
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here they come! Line them up and knock them down!
Oh, jetzt müssen wir gegen Guards kämpfen. Ja, echt.
Incoming!
71, ach, scheiße.
Cut to the chase!
To arms! Attack!
Don't blink!
Take the target alive! Beaten. Who goes there? Attack!
Ach, das ist... Sag mal.
With swords from shadow!
Abgebrochen.
Don't blink!
Bested.
Also gar nicht, gell?
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong Ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade Chamber? Who are you?
We're invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Who?
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing.
Coaching, okay. Aber Keking ist eigentlich besser.
I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
Wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millelith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was... Huh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, Traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Favor? But... Wait, that's right! Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Liyue's culture.
All right. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and... Well then. May we meet again, Traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person. So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime!
Ja, sieht da Schleim? Okay.
Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shakalaka. Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
Schakalaka, wie Lise immer sagt, ey. Wenn man nur lacht. Guck mal, da sind die schon. Nicht weit entfernt. 3, ich sehe aber nur 2. Nur 2 angezeigt. So, muss ich jetzt Platz machen?
Incoming!
Hier, komm.
Cut to the chase! Incoming!
So. Da bin ich noch mit Rollen können. So. dritte, wo wir ja, das was abgelassen haben. Sphäre zu eröffnen. Also zu öffnen. Eröffnen.
Ooh, look at that slime. It looks crystal clear. Very delicious.
Ah ja.
That's the one.
Kein Problem. Wenn ich auf Wasser bin mit Elektro. Scheiße. Ich selber ab. Aufpassen. So, komm. Weiter.
Someone.
Leckere Schleimabsaugung.
Huh? Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in the air? Huh? Did you hear that? No! That was definitely someone in trouble. It came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
Okay.
There's
Someone. Cut to the chase.
Was?
Give up. Submit.
You're open.
Give up. Submit.
You're open.
Give up.
You're open.
Käfigschlüssel.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders. When their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood, they'd rearrange my face.
Aw, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate you both. Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antiques. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations. Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
Great! Paimon's sugar frosted slime now comes in a beautiful package.
Vielleicht kann ich auch mal so einen glasierten Schleimmann echt mal machen. Besondere Zuckerblume. Okay. Warte. Da. Lass mal die erledigen, weil ich brauche von denen die Items. Wenn da hier so am Regen ist,
It's not. Your life is mine.
Tränke. Boah, beide.
Income. With sword comes shadow. Speed of pace.
Chill to the bone.
This is
Bring
not
es da richtig.
You're not going anywhere.
No one escapes my
Alle nehmen richtig viel Schaden.
This quickly.
Was sogar Iguana, Alter. So, bei denen. So, jetzt hat er so Waffe weg. Ja, wow, der ignoriert richtig. Okay, gar Bock mit den zwei. Wenn der meine Angriffe total ignoriert, dann vergiss es. So. Gott, die haben mich auch richtig fertig gemacht. Ich muss, glaube ich, jetzt mal wirklich richtig aufsteigen. So, erstmal was suchen. Okay, also die Glaslinien ist jetzt besser. Das war vorhin nicht da? Okay. Das ist ja durch die Wand oder was?
Hey there! A guy called Mung Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history. It's already been cleaned. Will it do?
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure, please help yourselves, as long as it's on our shelves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack.
Das ist nicht dein Ernst, Paimon.
It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations, too.
Woohoo!
Ach,
It looks
Schachtel.
beautiful!
Oh, sieht schon nice aus. Boah, ich will vielleicht mal sowas hinkriege. Warte, Screenshot. So, gemacht und weiter geht's.
Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
Oh Gott. Man gerade das innere Charakter gesehen.
but we have some new items in.
Doch, oh, da, ja. Alle Gegner wurde richtig fett. Ja, komm, wir gehen mit Ningguang zu Ningguang. Nee, vergiss. Oh, hier sind da viel mehr Lichter, Ding und so weiter bei Nacht. Richtig nett. So. Die Kommentare könnt ihr stecken lassen. Ich gehe auch nicht auf sowas, also wenn einfach mal jemand so reinkommt, der das Stück schreibt. Blume für irgendwelchen Charakter, weiß nicht. Aber gleich im Brauch für war. Kann noch die Glaslinie nehmen und bei Boah, ich hab schon mal die Schüler gesehen, ich bin kaum zu erwarten, Alter. Gegen den einen bestimmten Boss. Okay.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang! Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No, everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings.
Jetzt sind wir am Tempel des Himmels. Schauen wir mal, was die hier hat. Ja, also da blinkt auch gar nichts eigentlich, was davon hat.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Though beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions? That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, Traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered. The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete, so please, this way.
So Leute, das war's mit dem Part. Oder